Hello and welcome to today's maths lesson. Today sees the start of unit 9.06, which is all about ratio, and we're starting that with the first lesson, which is to know how to write ratios as fractions. Shown on the board are your 6 starter questions. Please pause the video here and give yourself 10 minutes to work through those 6 questions. We'll mark the answers in a minute, so make sure you got a green pen at hand. Pause the video now, please. Okay, so on the board are your 6 answers to the starter. Please mark your answers in green pen and then give yourself a score out of 6. Really well done if you got all those right. Okay, so for example 1, the first I do and we do, it says write each ratio part as a fraction of the total. And you'll see in the I do we've got this question here, we've got this ratio here, it's 5 to 3 to 1 to 5. So if you read the success criteria at the bottom, this will break down the steps. But the first step is to write the part of the ratio you want as the numerator of the fraction. So to write this first part of the ratio as a fraction, we're going to write 5 in the numerator. For the second part, we'd write 3 in the numerator of the fraction, remembering that the numerator is the top of the fraction. And then we need to decide the denominator, and for that we need to work out how many total parts there are in this whole ratio. So there's 5 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5, giving us a total of 14. So 14 will be on the denominator, the bottom of the fraction, and the numerator will be whatever part of the fraction we're trying to write as a fraction. So for the first part, it's going to be 5 over 14. For the second part, it's going to be 3 over 14. For the second part, 1 over 14. And for the fourth part, 5 over 14. Copy that down now, please. And an important step is to remember to simplify if you can. Copy down the I do, pause the video, try the we do. We'll go through the answer in a minute. So pause the video now, please. Okay, and for the we do, we have 2 to 7 to 1 to 4. And we've got to write each ratio part as a fraction of the total. So we need to add all these numbers up. So 2 plus 7 plus 1 plus 4 gives us 14 in total. So we've got 14 parts in total. And then to write the first part as a fraction, we do 2 over 14, which can simplify to 1 over 7. For the second part, we do 7 out of 14, which can simplify to a half. 1 over 14, and then 4 over 14, which can simplify to 2 over 7. Please copy this down if you haven't done it yourself, or mark it in green pen. And you did really well if you got that right. Well done. Okay, so the next question is slightly more wordy, but we're still using the same skill. And the I do says the ratio of t-shirts to shorts in a drawer is 3 to 5. Question A asks, what fraction of the clothes in the drawer are t-shirts? And question B asks, what fraction of the clothes in the drawer are shorts? So look at the question. It says the ratio of t-shirts to shorts. So t-shirts is the 3 part of the ratio. Shorts is the 5 part of the ratio. So again, we need to work out how many total parts. So we do 5 add 3, adding both parts of the ratio. That gives us an answer of 8. So there are 8 total parts in this ratio. Now 3 of those 8 are t-shirts. So 3 over 8 are t-shirts. And 5 parts of those total 8 parts are shorts. So the shorts fraction is 5 over 8. Please copy that down, then pause the video so you can try the we do yourself. Pause the video now, please. Okay, so for the we do, we have the ratio of scarves to ties in the drawer is 2 to 5. So again, adding the 2 parts of the ratio, so 2 plus 5, tells us that there's 7 total parts in this ratio. 2 of them are scarves, because scarves to ties, 2 to 5. The 2 part corresponds to the scarves. So 2 of those 7 are scarves and 5 of those 7 are ties. Really well done if you got that right. We'll go through one last example, then we'll move on to some independent practice. So for the final example, the I do, we have the ratio of t-shirts to shorts to jumpers in a drawer is 1 to 2 to 5. What fraction of the clothes in the drawer are shorts? So this one's a bit different because we do have 3 parts to the ratio, but it's still the same skill. Now read the question. It says the ratio of t-shirts to shorts to jumpers. So t-shirts is the first part, shorts is the second part, jumpers is the last part. So shorts corresponds to this 2 in the middle here. Now we need to work out how many total parts we've got. So we've got 1 plus 2 plus 5 parts, 8 parts in total in this ratio. And 2 of them are shorts. So we write 2 out of 8, because 2 out of 8 total parts are shorts. And then we simplify that down to a quarter, taking out a common factor of 2. How many 2's going to 2? 1. How many 2's going to 8? 4. Please pause the video here, copy that down, pause the video so you can try the we do as well. We'll go through the answer in a moment. And for the we do, we have the ratio of scarves to ties to socks in a drawer is 2 to 5 to 3. What fraction of the clothes in the drawer are scarves? So it's scarves to ties to socks. So scarves corresponds to the first part of the ratio, the 2. So we need to work out how many total parts we've got. So we do 2 plus 5 plus 3. Add these 3 parts together. We have 10 parts in total. 2 of those are scarves, so 2 out of 10 are scarves. Simplifying that down, it's 1 over 5. So 1/5 are scarves. Make sure you mark that in green pen and then get ready for some questions, please. Okay, so shown on the board are 20 questions, and the question is asking you to write each ratio part as a fraction of the total and simplify your fractions. That's important. Make sure to simplify your fractions. Pause the video here. 10 questions, I would say that shouldn't take any longer than 10 minutes. So pause the video here for 10 minutes, work through those 10 please. We'll go through the answers afterwards. Okay, and shown on the board are your answers. So please get a green pen, mark your answers, and give yourself a score out of 10. Really well done if you got all those right. Okay, and on the board you have 4 more questions. So please pause the video here, give yourself 10-15 minutes, work through those 4 questions. We'll go through the answers afterwards. And here are your answers. So please pause the video here, mark in green pen, and give yourself a total score out of the number of questions. This concludes our lesson today, the first lesson 9.06 on writing parts of the ratio as fractions. Really well done for your hard work today. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.